What's good, YouTube? Just make a quick video while I'm at my crib, bro. Heating up some food. I'm about to bust down in that bed, you know what I'm saying? But just wanted to make a quick video because I know it's gonna be for somebody who's watching, because I know some people watch my video. But for people who's watching, basically, when it comes to your relationship with God, you know, because you know me, bro. I always talk about God. I always talk about spirituality. I always talk about faith, etc., etc. So when it comes to God and things, what people don't understand is like people try to make it seem like you're perfect, or that's what Christianity tries to portray, when in reality, bro, even the whole Christianity thing, I don't even subscribe to Christianity because I'm not a religious person, because the Bible, you feel me, is the word of God, but it doesn't call us to be religious. It doesn't tell us to have these customs or these things that these churches have in place that these people do as a ritual and as a religion, when in reality, we're just supposed to have a relationship with God, because at the end of the day, it's you and God. It's y'all own relationship. Like I said, God lives inside of you. So whenever you speak to God and whenever he speaks back to you, that's your business. You know what I mean? And obviously, it couldn't be for somebody else, because God gives us revelation, you know, to speak to other people, to evangelize, and to talk about him, you know. But, ooh, it's cheat day, bro. So y'all know I'm finna bust down on some wings. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, bro. When it comes to God, it's not about you being perfect, because he knows you're not gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. We all fall short of the glory of God, bro. And that's the word of God. So that doesn't mean it's an excuse to sin or an excuse to do whatever you want, but more so for you to give yourself grace and not constantly critique yourself or criticize yourself, and basically put your own self down by your thoughts, you know what I mean? And the things that you think and the things that you say about yourself, because it's more so about your effort, about what you're doing, and it's more about effort and intention more than it is anything else, bro. Because if you're being intentional, if you're being intentional about what you're talking about, if you're being intentional about what you're doing, the actions that you take, if you're being intentional about, why do I keep saying intentional? If you're being intentional about following the word of God, you know what I mean, and doing what the book says, living your life that way that's pleasing to God, and not living any sort of lifestyle. You know, people be trying to have fun in the world, but it's like the world never, it just doesn't feel you like God can feel you, bro, because everyone has that void inside of us, bro. We all have that void because God is supposed to fill that void. And then once you accept that God is real, you accept that he not existed. You accept that he existed in human form, which was as Christ, Yahushua HaMashiach. You know, he came, did what he had to do, and he's with the Father, and he sent us his spirit. So now his spirit lives in us. So God lives in us. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we're not looking up like this in the last video I made, looking up to the sky, thinking that something is going to fall down from the sky, or a handout is going to be given, which is what I'm saying. And that's not going to happen, because faith without works is dead, right? So that means you have to work your faith. Whatever you're believing God for, you have to put the work in. And that's something that you just can't skip. You have to put in the work, regardless. So whatever you're doing, you have to put in the work. It's never going to be a cheat code or skip trials and tribulations, starter pack. That's just not how it works. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, bro, it's about what your intention is, bro. If your heart is pure, bro, God sees your heart. You know what I'm saying? You can't fool him. You know what I'm saying? He knows our hearts. He knows our intention. He knows the reason behind everything we do. You know what I mean? So, when it comes to that, bro, like I said, it's not about being perfect, bro. It's about being intentional and the effort that you put in towards what you're doing, bro. If you're, like I said, if you're doing, it could be anything, whatever you're doing, whatever dream you have, whatever goal you have, the vision that you have, it was given to you for a reason. It was given to you by God so that you can do that thing. You know what I'm saying? But most people, they put their dreams on the back burner and they decide to just work. I'm like, I'm not saying working is bad, but when you're working a job like that, at least on the side, be working on that business, be working on that thing until that thing, whatever that thing is for you, is producing to the point where it's taking care of everything that you need it to do, and you're having extra blah, blah, blah. that's when you can hop into that junk full time. Then once you're hopping, come on, bruh. Once you hopped, bro, my bad, bro. English is not my first language, so my words be stuttering sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you. So anyways, once you hop into it, then that's when everything is not perfect, but everything is good, right? So at that point, that's when you do it full time and you put all of your energy into it, not into that 9 to 5 job anymore, because at that point you don't need it and you're elevating. So you want to focus on that business full time, do that business model full time, and just trust that everything is going to work out, because everything is going to work out. A lot of people it's self-doubt, bro. It's doubt that stops people from doing what they want to do, bro. Being like, feeling like, you can't achieve this, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. The thing is, you can do anything on this earth, bro. You can do anything, because God gave us dominion over the earth to conquer and to do whatever we want to do. You know what I mean? But obviously, the situation that we're in, the system that we're living in, you have to learn the system first. You have to learn the ins and outs. You have to learn credit and all of these things business-wise. You got to learn how to do an LLC and S Corp and all of these different things that you have to learn, bro. And that's just, all of these things the thing is, bro, all of the knowledge that we need, it's found in the Bible. But on top of the Bible, there's people write books that they give this information out. I'm not saying it's free, but they give the information out. But they know that people are not going to read. People don't read, if we're being honest. In this day and age, everyone's on their phone. Everybody's on Instagram. Everyone's on YouTube. Everyone's on TikTok and everything else. When in reality, the things that we need to learn, the knowledge that we need to learn, and the education, it's found in books. But again, like I said, it's that way for a reason, because only a certain people, or only a certain person is going to sit there and actually read a book throughout, like the whole, from front to back, front cover to back cover. Only a certain type of specific person, somebody that's actually trying to win in life, somebody that's actually trying to be successful and putting in the effort, only that person is going to sit and read a book. Other people are not going to sit and read a book, bro. And it's just honestly. And that's why we say, quote unquote, the 1% of people that are higher up and they're wealthy and blah, blah, blah. It's that way because those are the type of people that can make that happen, because the way it's the work ethic, the drive, and the ability to not give up on yourself, bro. And to not give up no matter what happens. That's why people get to these points, to the point where they're millionaires, et cetera, because they didn't give up. Versus the person that gives up after a week, after a year, after 2 years, after 3 years, they give up. And they're like, damn, it's not working. Bro, year 4, you made $1 million. How would you know if you stop? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you know if you stop? Make it make sense, bro. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to time, bro, you can't really, it's something called delayed gratification. And what that means is you're not going to see the results as soon as you start something, basically. And you can't be result driven for you to do what you're doing, because then you're not going to do it because you're not seeing results, if you see what I mean. So when you have a mindset of delayed gratification, you are not thinking about the end goal. You're thinking about the process rather than the outcome. You're thinking about all the things that you need to do to get to certain goal, right? You're not focusing on the goal itself, but you're focusing on the little things that you're doing to get there, basically. So once you fix your mind to think like that, then that way you won't really look at the whole thing as, I just want to win. No, you're not going to look at it like that. You're going to look at it as a process. And that also helps you live more in the moment rather than living in the future, just being like, I wish I was here. No, you can't think like that, because you're exactly where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were meant to be there right now, you would be. If you were putting in the work for you to be where you want to be right now, you would be there already. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really focus on the timing of the things. All you can do is delayed gratification, right? And focus on the little things that you need to do to work towards said goal. And when the time comes, when it's your time, bro. And you can't, again, You can't skip your appointment. Your appointment, you can't miss it, bro. It's very hard to miss a divine appointment and for your time to come. You know what I'm saying? For when it's time for you to shine, for when it's time for your business to elevate, for your business to blow up or whatever it may be. When it's time, and you can't skip it. It can't skip you. It's going to find you, and you're going to find it at the right time. And that's also in the word of God. It says, at the right time, I will make it happen, because God causes everything to succeed. You know what I'm saying? For the people that go the right route. For the people that go the demonic route, that's a different story. You know, the enemy gives you what you want right away, and he snips that shit right away. You know what I'm saying? So, in that sense, go the right way. Go the narrow path. It's probably going to take a little bit longer, but the blessings and the reward that God is going to give you, it's going to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be worthwhile. And the thing about when God blesses you, his blessings are established. Like, his blessing, as long as you seek him and you keep him first, and you always acknowledge him in everything that you do, that's it, bro. The blessing lasts forever. It's generational. You know what I'm saying? Just like with David, just how God gave the promise to David, he's seen it through to the next generation. Obviously, the next generation, Solomon, he messed up. You know what I'm saying? But because of David's obedience, because of David's sacrifice, because of David's relationship with God, Solomon was given grace because of what his father did. You know what I mean? And it's the same way with us, bro. Because of what you do, your kids will be blessed, bro. And your grandkids, everyone who comes after you will be blessed based off of your obedience and your sacrifice and your willingness to do what you got to do something for yourself, like to build an empire, to build businesses, to build all these things. Because the Bible also says in Proverbs, a good man and a righteous man or whatever, he leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So that's generational wealth. You want to leave something behind for your children, whether it be businesses or a house, at least something. You have to leave something behind for your children. That way they don't start off at zero. You know what I mean? Damn, I've been talking for 12 minutes already. I feel like, especially in the black community, bro, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us we don't know information that the white folk know. And that's why we say, oh, the white people, this. I'm like, bro, it's not like they better than you. You could do the same thing that they doing, but you just have a limiting mindset. You know what I'm saying? You just have a limiting mindset. And you think that you can't do these things because that's what society pushes on you. To make you feel like you're less than. But in reality, it's not the truth, bro. You just have to believe in yourself, bro, and put in the work, bro. And that's all it is. Like I said, your time will come when it comes, so you can't force it to happen. It'll happen when it happens. So in that case, that's enough yapping for today, bro. Hope y'all enjoy, man. Like, subscribe, comment down below. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.